New trip, same trap, another spin in the grinder with my optimism on mute. New York City, where I thought I'd find fame, but instead found a puddle that ruined my shoes. I'm Milo Grimshaw, your tour guide through the city that never sleeps, which makes sense when I'm jolted awake by sirens, yelling strangers, and trash bags that sound like they're auditioning for a horror movie outside my overpriced Airbnb. It's a polished dumpster of noise and concrete, and I flew here to gawk at it while it swipes my wallet for a $15 latte. Mark Twain once said, "Many lack the originality to lack originality," and here I am, another sucker chasing the hype, camera in hand, stepping into this urban circus. I came for the dream. I'm staying for the confusion. Let's start, or don't. My flight's non-refundable anyway. I figured the subway'd be a breezy jaunt to Times Square. Turns out it's a tin can time warp where my travel plans grew a 5 o'clock shadow. I wedge myself in with locals who look like they've mailed in their souls, gripping a pole like it's my only shield from tumbling into the guy next to me. There's a sweaty suit who's late for something he's already missed, a kid whose headphones roar louder than my red-eye flight, and a guy unwrapping a sub sandwich so massive it's practically a carry-on, mayo splattering like he's bedazzling my I Heart NY shirt. The air's a bog, stale coffee, soggy jackets, and a whiff of someone who smells like he gargled disappointment. Then it stalls, 20 minutes glaring at a sign swearing, "Train arriving," like it's off getting a pedicure in the Bronx. When it finally creaks in, the doors clamp my backpack, turning me into a human piñata. I came for a ride. I got a front row ticket to my own unraveling. And don't even try this at night. Unless you enjoy sharing the car with creepy folks who look like they've got a side gig as haunted house extras, Times Square's the postcard I came for. A flashy fever swamp where my senses got mugged by a giant ad for a mattress I can't afford. It's packed with tourists like me, snapping pics with an Elmo who looks like he's one selfie from quitting, while locals shove past like I'm a speed bump. Signs blast shows I didn't book and gadgets I'll lose, and some guys waving mixtapes like it's the 90s. The noise hits like a truck. Horns, a bucket drummer banging like he's mad at me personally, and voices yelling for the M&M store like it's a sacred shrine. I can't move without a $12 hot dog or a $20 photo emptying my travel fund, leaving me wondering if I'm the exhibit. I came for the dazzle. I got a carnival where the rides are broken and the popcorn's a scam. I'm here anyway. My Airbnb is too far to retreat. I didn't sign up for rats, but they're New York's furry CEOs, running the show while I'm just a guest star. One's hauling a bagel like it's a trophy from my breakfast, dodging my sneakers with more swagger than I've got after 3 coffees. Another's perched on a trash can staring me down like I owe it a tip, and maybe I do because these guys own the place. They strut sidewalks, alleys, subway stairs, pausing to judge my cheap tourist hat like it's a fashion crime. I saw one drag a pizza slice under a cab like it's got a side hustle delivering to the sewer. They're living better than me, rent-free, eating my leftovers while I'm shelling out $18 for a salad that's mostly sadness. They've got a trash empire going, holding board meetings under the grates while I fumble with my Metro card. I step aside when they dart past with a muffin. They're the VIPs here, and I'm just the guy with a selfie stick. I'm not renting here, but New York's prices make my Airbnb feel like a monthly mugging with worse Wi-Fi. Locals smirk and say $4,000 snags you a closet where the sink's your clingy sidekick. The stove's a roulette wheel of sparks, and the window's a front row ticket to a pigeon's low-budget soap opera. Think Days of Our Feathers, but with more droppings. Cozy, they call it, meaning I'd concuss myself grabbing my carry-on, then wake up with a suitcase-shaped bruise as a souvenir. Walls so thin I'd hear the neighbor's toaster pop, and the upstairs guy stomps like he's tap-dancing revenge for my jet lag. Landlords strut like they're handing over a palace. You're lucky. while unveiling a damp shoebox that reeks of mildew and crushed dreams. I'm just a tourist, but my 3-night Airbnb stint feels like I'm bankrolling a con artist's yacht. Back home, this'd get me a mansion with a moat. Here, it's a lumpy cot and a prayer the ceiling fan doesn't stage a dive bomb. New Yorkers are a rude noise machine. I'm the tourist who forgot the mute button. There's a finance bro snarling into his phone about stocks, like I'm supposed to care while I'm lost with a map app that's given up. An artist scribbling in a diner that smells like burnt toast and bad decisions, barking at me to move my camera so he can sketch his soggy fries in peace. Then there's a grandma from the projects who's outlasted every mayor since dirt was invented. She'd narrate the fall of Rome if I didn't shuffle past, yelling, "Keep it moving," postcard, like I'm her personal traffic jam. They've got a hustle or a grudge steamrolling over me. Sidewalks are their demolition derby, and I'm the speed bump clutching a selfie stick. They're obnoxious or just too annoyed to fake nice. They'll elbow you over a dime at the counter like it's a street fight audition, or snap at me for filming a pigeon. It's not a bald eagle tourist, like I'm ruining their gritty reality show. They've survived breakdowns, price gouges, and the project's charm school of hard stares and louder horns, and they've got the volume to prove it. Millions of them, each a screaming diva in their own sweaty tantrum, and I'm the wide-eyed extra they'd rather shove into traffic. I nod anyway, even when they're cussing out a cab like it dented their ego. Bodegas are my tourist lifeguards. Cramped chaos hubs tossing me a sandwich when I'm lost in this maze. I stumble in at 3 a.m., needing coffee, a snack, and a charger, and they've got it, no tourist guide required. The cashier's a statue, slapping my bacon, egg, and cheese together while a cat naps on the chips, staring like I'm a stray it might adopt if I tip well. Shelves are a junk drawer jackpot, gum by batteries, some glowing soda that looks like it's from a sci-fi movie under a light that's been flickering since I was born. They're everywhere. These grimy saviors, open when I need it. It's not fancy. My sandwich slumps like it's jet-lagged too, and the coffee's strong enough to wake my suitcase, but it's a lifeline, a $7 rescue when I'm wandering and broke. The guy behind the counter's seen every lost soul like me and doesn't blink. I slip him an extra buck. He's my compass in this concrete jungle. The Statue of Liberty's the overpriced greeter I came to see. A big green doorman charging $30 to nod at me while I'm stuck in a ferry line with a soggy pretzel. I swarm her with the other tourists, snapping pics with her torch like it's a trophy, while locals back on shore couldn't care less. She's the landmark I overpaid for. Up close, it's a bust. The base is a mob of whining kids and sweaty selfie sticks, the shops pushing keychains I'll lose in my luggage, and the view's just the skyline I'm already broke from photographing. I came for hope, but after the boat ride, the crowds, and the $10 water bottle, it's more like a toll booth with a crown. She stands there, smug, watching me shuffle off the ferry with lighter pockets and heavier bags. Oscar Wilde'd say, "Many lack the originality to stay." I'm starting to see why they don't. That's New York City, a polished dumpster I flew into and can't escape. The subway traps me, Times Square fries me, the rats outrank me, the rent mocks me, the people deafen me, the bodegas save me, the weather pranks me, and the statue shrugs at my credit card. It's a non-stop circus, and I'm the tourist who keeps buying the overpriced popcorn. Maybe for the chaos, maybe the lie I'll get it, or maybe my plane's delayed. It's a grim tango with a burro, tiring, silly, and weirdly sticky. Here's to New York, the dump I'll Instagram anyway. Next time we're cracking the one New York puzzle no one solved. Like why Times Square's mascots fleece me faster than my Airbnb host's cleaning fee for a room with crumbs. Subscribe if you're into ruins, rants, and regrettable life choices. Comment your top New York exit strategy. I'll read the ones that don't make me question civilization.